Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming an unboxing of the Fujifilm XT4 battery grip, and if you don't know by now, I tend to film a couple of videos at a time when I'm sitting down because this month, for me especially, is super busy. I think like as the winter seasons approach, I'll be filming like videos weekly, but at the moment it just makes sense for me to bulk film. Now I purchased myself the XT4 vertical battery grip with the money that I saved instead of getting another XT4. Which I think is super smart. And I also got the XT3 vertical battery grip as well. Both of them I got secondhand. I'm going to leave the links down below to where I got them from. I got them from different places because I just basically found the best deal that I could. And both of them were branded or marked as like new, pretty much, or excellent condition. And like I said, I don't mind buying gear secondhand. Usually I tend to get my camera bodies brand new, but most lenses are secondhand in my collection. And same with the battery grips, it doesn't really make a big difference to me. So this is an original boxed battery grip, as you can see. And if you're new here, sorry, there is no technical kind of unboxing on this channel, no different shots. I'm just sharing stuff as it is, okay? So this is what the box looks like. I'm really excited to open this. I will be using it today at a wedding. Oh, that's cool. The person who owned this before has put the battery grip guide back in there and all the other documentation, which we will not go through, but that's nice that they did that. They've even wrapped it up again, which is really cool. Let's unwrap it. Okay, so yeah, it is, I'm just having a look, it is a bit scuffed. This button here is a little bit scuffed, but that's okay. If you guys see my XT4 camera, that's pretty battered because that's what happens with gear and stuff, like it does get scuffed. That's okay. So because I've already used the XT3 one, I have an idea of like how to use these, and what I love about these is that it not only does it like make the grip a little bit easier because obviously it extends it, and obviously it extends the battery life, but you can also turn the camera around and shoot it that way, which I think is just brilliant. So I just did a little video which you would have seen last week on this adorable TT350 flash, and what I'm going to do is put one battery in here and I'll just show you guys how to use it. You open the battery thing, right, technical language, close that up, and then as you can see, I'm just going to show you guys, like, guys, if you're using your camera outside of studio settings in real life scenarios, your camera's going to get a little bit battered, and that's okay. I don't think you should be too precious about cameras. Like, obviously you should take care of them. I'm not saying don't take care of them, but yeah, it's alright if it gets a little bit battered. This part here is what you take off to connect to the battery grip, which is this part here. I like the fact that it's got a case, it's got a little cover there because it just protects these gold prongs when you're not using it. So yeah, it's a good idea to keep this part safe here. So the way that you open this is, I believe on the XT3 one it's on the other side, but it might not be. So basically you just have to pull this part open, and then it says lock or open. Very simple, very straightforward. You turn it to the open and you just pull out this part here. And this is where you put your batteries in, on the right and the left side. Now the reason why I got the battery grip, like I said, there's a couple of different reasons, but one of the things is I hate changing batteries on the day, especially when, and I know loads of you guys are going to be able to relate with me with this, but sometimes it happens where the battery dies at a very crucial moment where you just need it to not die. And I just think with mirrorless cameras, as much as there's so many advantages to them, they're lighter weight, you've got the electronic viewfinder, having the longer battery life does help. No matter what anyone says, it does help. Also, the other thing is I don't have official Fujifilm batteries apart from the original ones that I got with the cameras. Eventually I'd like to replace them, but they're about £60 each for the XT4, and I believe they're about £40 each for the XT3. And before getting the original ones, it was kind of more important for me to get other things like lenses and flashes and things like that. And then eventually, like as my gear fund builds up slowly, I will end up getting the originals because obviously they are going to be the ones that work best with your camera. But for now, I'm just using third parties, and that's okay. Again, like I said in a previous video, I'm not recommending anyone to buy like a £5 battery or anything like that. Buy it from a fairly reputable brand. To be honest, these XT4 ones are not like, it's not like as well known a brand as Duracell, which is what I use for the XT3, but I'm happy with how they performed. However, they do last a bit of a less time. So having two third-party batteries in a grip is still better than, you know, just having the one Fujifilm battery by itself, especially for like a longer event. Now this event that I'm going to be shooting is only 4 hours long. So I'm really thinking that I'm just going to put the batteries in and I'm still going to have juice left in my XT4. But yeah, hopefully that will be the case. Same with the XT3. I know with the XT3 their batteries are like less powerful, but yeah, essentially just pop them in there. There you go, there's one there, it's clicked into place. And this one is actually only 3/4 charged, but hopefully it should be fine. There you go, click that into place like so. And then quite simple because of the shape of this, you just pop that in there and simply go to close, click that in down, and there we go. And you've even got a headphone jack here, which is awesome if you're filming audio. That's brilliant. Okay, now let's attach it to the camera. So we're going to take this part off carefully, and we're going to take this part off and just line up all the parts there. There we go. Okay, now what you need to do to get it secure is just use this part here and screw it in. Oh, interestingly, the lock on this one is stiffer than the XT3's. I don't know if that's just the version that I've got or what. Let's use my muscles here.
Eventually.
Okay, I've just seen there's actually, the screw goes all the way around the front and it seems to be easier to screw it from the front for some reason. As you can see, it's closing in now, perfect. So there we go, that is the XT4 with the battery grip. You've got normal, economy and boost mode here. You have got the joypad stick there for the focus, autofocus, AEL, and you can shoot this way as well now, which is awesome. Right, now let's switch this beauty on, normal picture like that. And if I turn it around, yeah, you can shoot like this as well. And I just think although obviously the camera has bolt out now and it does resemble more of a DSLR, I do think that it makes shooting in all the directions a bit easier. Yes, it is heavier, and I know that for a lot of people that will be a big drawback, but honestly, I just think that the pros for this, for me, outweigh the cons. And to be honest, you don't need it for the XT4 as much as the XT3. For me, I feel like without battery grip, the XT3 just, it becomes very tiresome, especially for event photography. Definitely need it for the XT3. XT4, I just thought it would be an easier thing to add, to be honest. So yeah, that is my battery grip. How do you guys find it if you've got one? Do you have any tips? Have I done anything wrong? Was there anything I could have done that was easier? Let me know down below. And I need to go now. I need to go and get ready for this wedding. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your Friday, and I will see you very soon in my next Friday's video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Bye!